Battle to the death, fighting till I take my last breath, till there's nothing left, till this flesh, till this past tense. Got up on the fence, henceforth this intense. I was lost, now a friend, now a force with the pen for the Lord. Yo, what up, everybody, ladies and gentlemen? I am your host, Marrio Esco. Welcome to Marrio Esco Live. I'm here with my good friend and my good friends and co-host and guest co-host.
Man, that should have been rehearsed.
Gil Vargas and Jeff Wickens.
What up?
Hey.
What up?
Hey, and I'll, we'll get into why Jeff is here. I'm excited actually about what you have to present. You are also a listener of the show as well, correct?
On occasion.
On occasion. He wants to make sure, clarifies that.
Well, no, sometimes there have been podcast issues on the mechanical side.
I am going to address that, Jeff. Don't. Yep. Jeez. I'm going to address that, man. So as you guys come in, join the email list, share the show, leave a review. Check out D2LProductions.com.
Mark into his voice real quick. I'm going to get that, Jeff.
Don't worry about that, Jeff.
You listen to me. I'll put on my khakis.
Don't.
I'm already wearing khakis.
Check out D2LProductions.com. Shout out to our partners, GOP, The Bar Podcast, The Prayer Plug, Rep the King Worldwide, Rap Revenant, The Bridge Radio, 520 Collective, The Unashamed Network, Godify, Sound the Alarm, GH3 Radio. And GH3 Radio is doing some crazy things right now, man. Is it newer people coming in?
Yeah, man.
On the list,
Angie Rose just got added to the list.
Or was she on the list and now we're seeing it? Let's give it a big round of applause.
Yeah, man. They adding. It's crazy. The list is endless. Like the who's who.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we believed in red carpet, we probably would have one. And it would be
this would be it.
It would be this event.
This is the event. And
you know
it's strictly Christian hip hop is the focus.
Strictly Christian hip hop.
Strictly CHH.
You know what I'm saying? And MC Nice is real strict with it. I'm a singer. I even do our R&B. And he's like, you can't be on my platform because you ain't CHH like that. You ain't rapping. Yeah. And I'm like, that's how strict
it is. Not even singers allowed.
Not even singers allowed, bro.
Hold on. I saw some singers on the...
Yeah, they rap, though. They have
okay.
They have some
kind of rap. So you got to have some kind of bars in order to...
Have to add rap to it.
Got it. 2020 Summerfest. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, it's going to be a 2-day event. Whole bunch of artists. I don't even want to go down the list. It's just go check it out. 2020summerfest.com. Go check it out. Like everybody's going to be there. It's going to be dope. So yeah, man. What else do we got? Recap real quick. Episode 85, Brent's Bunker. Oh, let me kill these claps, man.
Hey, that clap is still going.
Man. People are just motivated.
Jeez.
What's going on here? What's going on here?
Somehow I feel like even the button is mad. Man. Like, why you press me?
Come on.
You know I'm going to take forever.
Don't you notice me behind you? Even the hand claps start changing to like angry hand claps. Like, whoa. What's going on? It's a bar fight.
Claps is froggy.
You hear bottles crash. Like, what's going on?
Bottles?
These are not the hair class I chose.
Like, he must have pressed the bar fight one.
Episode 85, Brent's Bunker. We have Brent with us. We had a special guest, Camban. That was fire. We played one of his songs as well. And we talked about a few things. So
you talking about a few things.
Testimony, Camban's testimony was really encouraging and inspiring.
Super.
We did jump into some cool creative tips ran by Gil Vargas, the top 3 websites for outsourcing. So that was dope too.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in anything like that, definitely go check out the last episode.
Check out the show and share the show.
Now, fellas, how you guys doing, man?
I'm good, man.
Let's just get the
juices,
the room temp.
Let's get the juices flowing.
Jeff, you're doing
you're doing what is he doing?
I guess.
You're doing how was your day today, brother?
Yeah, let's not get into that. Full disclosure. I share the same day job with Mario. So
Yeah.
We fix computers.
We fix computers.
An office environment.
Hey, there you go.
And everything was broken. All the things broke for me. So that was my day job.
Yeah, man.
But now I'm here, so it's all good.
Yeah, awesome, bro. I'm happy that you're with us, man. I'm excited about what you want to bring forth. Gil, how was your week? How you doing? You're moving. You're preparing stuff. You got a studio that you're trying to build up.
I am.
Right? Finally trying to get into the booth.
My own little space where I can get my own artistic flow going and, just start dabbling more creatively. Because right now, my only option is coming and working with you. You know what I'm saying? And not
man, sorry.
I don't know. Whoa, let me finish. Let me finish.
My only option is this.
Only option is this disgusting thing next to me. No, but it's an hour. We live an hour away. Like a lot of people don't know that, but it's a ride.
You make a commitment.
So if anytime I come to record, now it's another hour
trip.
committed. You know what I'm saying? So it's a tougher sell.
It's 2 hours, an hour here, hour back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a good chunk
every week,
of a day. So
uphill
it's
both
not
ways.
as easy to be like, yo, I got this ill idea for a verse. I'm going to go record it real quick.
Yeah.
Like it has to be planned.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now if that happens, I could be like, I'm going to go into the studio.
Yeah.
Turn on the system, record that idea and keep it moving.
Yeah.
So
you can track out. Yeah.
At least track out.
Are you got a studio at your place or you do?
Yeah, no.
No. You
I live in a studio.
In a different life, I thought about it, but I don't know. It's just not the path I ended up walking down.
Yeah, I see that. And actually, why don't we get into it, brother? So the reason you're here.
I accidentally started a nonprofit last year.
You accidentally started a nonprofit
He's like,
organization.
I tripped and fell, and when I got up, I had a nonprofit.
I remember,
almost,
Jeff, you were always very entrepreneurial, but you were always very mindful of causes. And I remember the time, I think we were doing some updates on a weekend or something like that. And we were hanging out in a room and we just got lost in the vision that you had, but it wasn't fully developed at that time. You just were thinking like, I want to give back. I want to do this. And you had all these different ideas. And then one day you came in and you were like, I got it. I know what I want to do. And it was Civilian 101. Why don't you jump right into that? What is Civilian 101 and what is the vision, man?
So Civilian 101 is a nonprofit that helps vets who are trying to figure out how to live a normal life after being in the military.
Right. And you are a veteran as well.
I am. Marine Corps, 1 enlistment, 5 years.
Oh.
Hoorah, motivate.
Thank you for the service, man.
Yeah, I'm just thankful I had a good country to come home to.
Hey.
And you sounded Irish when you said it.
Yeah.
I am not used to podcasts.
I'm just happy I came in place to have home.
I'm just happy that I have an accent.
He's like, the first thing I did was have a bowl of Lucky Charms. I don't understand it.
So I am not used to this whole podcast thing.
You can take them off,
being in a professional environment, and these headphones are tripping me out. I can't do it.
It's all right, man.
You have the other. Look at the other ones underneath too. He always rocks the. You see the headset? Yep. It's always there.
He's G14.
Yeah, for those of you who are watching the video, I am part of the cult of Bluetooth.
The cult.
You should join. It is completely non-denominational. But Civilian 101. So I spent 5 years being in the Marines, being micromanaged every second of my life for about 400 days a year. And that is not an exaggeration. And then you get out. Yeah. And
then what?
Exactly.
Then what?
In normal life, who's micromanaging you every minute of every day? No one. There's serious culture shock that a lot of people go through that, a lot of us didn't even recognize at the time. Actually, there's a guy that we work with at our day job who went through this and he had to learn how to go clothing shopping.
Wow.
Like if you've never bought clothes for having an interview, or going to a day job, or, being in an office environment, and people just expect you to know it. How do you learn that if you don't know it and you can't ask anybody?
Right.
Yeah, some of these dudes been in there for 15, 20 years.
Yeah, and they went in right out of high school. So, they go from mom and dad's basement to someone's taking care of how they live, and now all of a sudden, all right, out the door, pay all your own bills, don't screw up. Good luck.
Figure it out. there's so much figuring out to do as well. Like this with
For
you know
real.
everything, dude.
And you know, parallel to that, I mean, not to take away
Man,
from
that's so
veterans,
true,
but I feel like the
man.
same formula happens
Wow.
everywhere. Because you got college students that go to college and they do all this stuff, but they don't know anything about the real life.
Oh yeah.
So they come out of college and they're like, all right, good luck with all the debt you just incurred, and good luck with balancing your
figure it
paychecks
out.
and bank balances and
You
good
just,
luck
Go
You just
ahead.
paid $100,000 and you don't know how to balance your bank
per
account.
year.
Facts.
So
Ever.
you're graduating with actually almost $500,000
Wow.
in debt, and good luck.
But then,
So
then
it's like
you're
the
also,
same formula. Military, it seems
Right.
like it's the same. They don't give you
Yeah,
the
there's-
life skills, and they're just like
But then you're being
Peace.
introduced to all kinds of things that are traumatizing too, as well.
on top.
On
of that.
top of that, on top of
Dang.
you missing, you
That's
know,
crazy.
all of this.
Yeah.
You're out there being programmed
If
a
you are
certain way,
exposed
and
to
if you're exposed to those things, then you're getting hit with that on top of it.
Yep.
So now come back, figure it out, and all that other
All
stuff.
that trauma stuff.
just never
brush it
mind
off.
that.
Just brush it
That
off.
doesn't affect you now. That
Yeah, none of that matters.
so
Crazy.
wow. So what is it?
So-
How does it work?
The way it works, I have to backtrack, actually.
Okay,
I
my
have to
bad.
segue
Maybe-
back to what is
Say-
Civilian 101.
Nice.
Hair claps. Let's do
I
hair
know,
claps.
it's like I listen to the
You
show
watch the show.
sometimes.
What's
What's up with that?
Segue.
I'll fix that. Don't worry about it. I'm on
So
it,
I
brother.
accidentally got hooked up with this guy who's ethnically Russian who lives in Florida.
Oh, wait a minute.
So yes, I collude with a Russian. And he's also a veteran. And he's part of a group.
Yo.
They were trying to put together a nonprofit to fight veteran suicide.
Yeah.
Because among other things, you know, vets face like a higher than national average rate of homelessness, joblessness, and suicide.
Yep.
Like there's 27 vets a day
That's a
on
fact.
average who off themselves. It's
Wow.
terrifying when you think
Yeah.
about it. So they have this program. They were putting together this program called N27. You know, fight the 27 suicides a day.
Mm.
But they didn't have like the background for it. So I was like, you guys should start a nonprofit to do this. So you have, you know, the legal organization. You can accept donations and all of that. And they're like, that's a great idea. And they didn't do it. So I started filling out the paperwork to help them out.
And all of a sudden,
I
own it.
accidentally realized I'm the
You started-
only name on all of this legal paperwork. So
Oh my.
Jeff
I accidentally started a
nonprofit
non-profit.
organization. So when you realized that you started the nonprofit organization, what was going through your mind then?
Wait, what?
When you realized it, you're like, oh,
No, that's what was going through my mind was,
what am I doing?
wait, what?
Oh, okay.
Because I'd
As
never,
you were doing it.
Gotcha.
yeah, like halfway through the process,
got
I
you.
actually
Okay.
stopped and glitched out. And I'm like,
You're like, wait a minute.
wait a minute.
Huh?
Because I'd never even
I?
conceived of doing something like
Did I do
this.
that?
Like I was the musical theater
That
geek
just
in high
happened.
school. And I'm like,
That-
this is in the middle of just happening.
this-
I don't even know what tense to put on this. I'm so confused. So I thought about it and I'm like, okay. So I'm
And
ending
did
up
you
with this
originally go
nonprofit.
like to the town hall to like pay your taxes or something and walk out a nonprofit organization?
that was pretty much it. It's like I was here to
Kinda.
get my
Well, I mean,
taxes.
I came here to pay my parking ticket.
It's like,
Why am I an owner of a nonprofit? Congratulations.
Took a little longer than that, but yeah. So then I started looking at it, I'm like, okay, they've got, you know, their thing, N27, that is a program Civilian 101 is doing. So if you go to our website, civilian101.com,
Yep.
there's a link to N27. They have their own donate page. If you want to support just that program, 90% of the proceeds go to just that program.
got it.
So yay for fighting veteran suicide. But
Absolutely. Yo, hand claps for that. I want to respect that. Let me know.
fair enough.
No, hand.
I will wait for the hand claps that
Yeah.
I can't hear because I can't handle the
That's all
headphones.
right. They're going. Go ahead. All right.
Alrighty. Another piece of my backstory that I have to segue back into is, so I
Love it.
wasted 4 years getting a college degree that is absolutely worthless. Out of high school, I thought, you know, I am a Christian and it's very important to me and I wanted to explore it. Thought maybe I'm supposed to be a pastor, musical missionary, something. And at the end of the degree, I realized I'm not being called and
Yeah.
this degree is worthless.
Wow.
How I ended up in the military. But that that desire to do something to help the greater Christian church has never left me. So I was thinking, okay, I've got this nonprofit, and there's a bunch of veterans that need help.
Love it.
And there's the church.
Love it.
How do we get the vets to go to church? So here's how it works. Getting back to that question you asked like 10 minutes ago.
Beautiful. You got it, man. It
So-
got to be that drink.
It's gotta be.
Can you give me a bottle, please?
So another thing that people who are only listening cannot see is I'm holding a water bottle that's red.
Yes.
I will talk about it later,
All right.
not now.
Okay.
I'll just take a sip instead. So
Yep.
someone else has to talk for a second.
Segue back. We'll segue back. Don't worry about it.
Segue back.
So go ahead. How it works.
So the program that I'm trying to build now with N20 or with Civilian 101 is we will look for a community group to partner with. Typically, your local church. Because there's a local Christian church everywhere.
Right.
All they got to do is provide a volunteer or two, and then we'll give them a little training and some resources. And then we start directing vets who just, they need help adjusting, or they need help with housing or education, or, whatever.
Yeah.
Need help with anything. We send them to the church. Volunteer and vet sit down. They go through a guided conversation where they figure out, okay, vet needs help with, in this giant list, items B and D. Okay, well, for B, you go here. For D, you go here.
Yeah.
All of that stuff we're providing to the church. So volunteer doesn't have to know a thing except how to read and not be a moron.
Right.
Luckily, most people can handle this.
Yeah. You're selling it, bro.
You're picking
There you
churches
go.
which they can read the Bible. They
Right.
can read the
There you
material.
go.
That is the hope, yes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, now all of a sudden we've got a bunch of vets. Some of them are Christian, and they might be looking for a church you can plug
Right.
into. Sweet.
Which is awesome, dude.
Some of them aren't.
Right.
Some of them might be lapsed Christians.
Right.
And now all of a
So part of
sudden
this is
they've
like-
got a connection to a church, and you can start inviting them to events, invite them to come to the service. And veterans are doers. We're used to being micromanaged and being productive 400 days a year, 30 hours a day.
Right.
It's, another way to adjust to that culture shock.
It
Of
sounded like that hurt.
like Randy Savage was
For
just
5
gonna-
years, it hurts.
We're going to rip through
It's the only thing missing.
background
Slap
behind
it
me.
to a Slim Jim.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
going to jump out and body slam me. Rah!
If I had to live life over again, I would do it again. I would enlist again. It was an amazing experience. I gained a lot from it. It's intentionally uncomfortable
Right.
because you have to be ready to go to war.
Exactly.
And if you can't handle being uncomfortable, you will be, a detriment in that
yeah.
environment. And you'll
Yeah.
be putting
Shoot up.
the brothers and sisters you're serving
risk.
with at risk.
Absolutely.
Because if you can't do your job under pressure when you
Yeah.
haven't had a shower in 4 weeks,
Right.
then
Yeah,
there
I
are
couldn't.
issues.
I couldn't put my trust in the military if the guy was walking in and was like, "All right, guys, put your PlayStation 4s down. We're gonna go to war. Pick up your rifles. We'll
but
get out you guys in 5. Take your time. I don't want you guys to trip."
And make
I-
sure to bring your earmuffs because it's going to
I
be
don't think I
loud.
would put too much confidence in that kind of military. It's something commanding and impressive about the guy yelling and everybody just running into formation frantic
Yeah.
because it's business. It's serious,
Yeah,
So
it's
I can
man.
understand
it's life and
why-
death. There is
Yeah,
no more
facts.
serious business.
Exactly.
And the vets are going from that kind of environment where they're ready for that to nothing.
Yeah.
So getting used to having all this free time, a lot of us need something to do. Holy crap. Churches have things they need volunteers for.
Right.
Whether it's, helping Habitat for Humanity, revamping the basement because it's been like that since the 1950s.
Right.
Or
There's probably a lot of them out
hey,
there. Yeah.
we need help setting up for this potluck we're doing for the community next Saturday.
Right.
Just whatever.
Even outdoor, like community events.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of a sudden, this volunteer who's helping the vet with the things that they need can invite them to help with things that the church needs. And then because the church is serving the veterans have an easy time becoming part of the church community.
That's beautiful, bro. Love it.
That is what we're trying to build right
Great.
now with
It's a great
Civilian
idea.
101.
That is dope, bro. I'm praying for much success for you. And it's civilian101.com, right?
Correct.
And it's up and running right now.
It is.
All the information should be there. Actually, let me drop a link real quick. Let me send a link to you as well. Hold on, everyone. Gil, you mind?
I have the website. What do I need? Why are you sending me the link?
No. Not that link.
No, the link to share the show.
Not that link. I'm going to drop. Actually, Gil, you want to drop it in there? Civilian 101.
Oh, in the comment section and where? YouTube and Facebook?
Yeah, both, please, if you can.
All right, I'm going to try these headphones again now.
You're going to try it again?
Well, now that all of the important stuff I have to say is done, I can...
Now that you're not talking...
No, I love it, dude. I love it. So it's pretty much providing a program to equip the people in the church to help point the veterans to areas where they can get the help that they need, as well as give them opportunities to serve in the local body.
Yeah, we're creating a veterans outreach program that a church can just say, hey, we've got a couple volunteers, and we can plug it into anyone.
That's dope. Cool. I'll be praying for you, brother.
Appreciate it.
I'll be at making people, doing my best, doing our best, our due diligence to make sure people are aware of it. I love where it's at.
Post it in there if you want to pin it.
You want to? Okay, yeah, maybe I can. That's dope. Oh yeah, I see. Okay. Wait a minute. How did you post in the?
He's just
you have admin rights.
Yeah, but I can't pin it.
Got it.
Do you not have faith in Gil Vargas?
No, for real, man.
I have all the faith in my brother, man. All right. Well, is there anything else that you want to say before we segue to a skit? Or do you feel...
We haven't been to a skit. It'd be a segue.
There you go. We'll segue to a skit.
Yeah, he corrected you on my own verbiage.
Terms. All right? My own coin terms.
Just...
See, that's a real listener, man. I don't even listen.
I don't even listen to myself.
All right, cool. Let's jump into this skit right here. Let me see if I can find it. This is...
That's only on the Marrio Esco Live where you hear the host say, man, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I called it Mixtape Sale, but it's not that. So the title will correct me. It's me, G-Wizz, and wifey, Samy Esco. Let's go. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? I got the CD I'm trying to sell. My CD, $5. You know, want to know if you'd be interested in getting a copy of it or not.
I'm all set, bro.
Yo, you're missing out, man, if you don't buy it. Mixed, mastered, perfect. I mean, it's good music, clean music. You know, it's not gonna get you all rowdy, ready to do something.
Do you have headphones or something I can hear with? Or
Nah, man, I don't have any headphones. I wish I did. I'd be listening to it right now. But just take my word for it, man. I mean, it's top of the line stuff. You know what I'm gonna do? Take this one. This one's on me, so that you can have that, right? Take these. Yeah, man. So
How'd you get my card?
I'm just gonna charge them to your account. It will be clear by tomorrow. You know, thank you for your support. Much love. Have a good one, man.
Who's that?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I just got robbed.
All right, that was Take My Word For It. I guess.
Killed that.
Yeah, your G killed that for real. That was a lot of fun, man.
Que lo que?
We're bringing it back. Who's up in here? Oh, what up, brother? What's going on, man? So we're gonna bring that back. We're gonna bring that back. Actually, should I inform him? Gil,
Banger's watching?
Banger's with us, bro.
Okay.
Banger's
what up,
with us,
bro? Did you see the skit?
Yeah. Banger, should I let him know? Or should I hold it off?
Say yes. Let him know.
Whatever.
Let him know.
All right, cool. I love the skits. Yo, to be honest, a lot of people think those skits are new. Those are actually
Lion of God broadcast, a classic.
We actually paused for like, how long has it been since the last time I did a skit, Gil? Do you remember?
Last time
I think the last ones that we did, I think the last ones we did was like your brothers, Beatmos, and those are like, that's where we started slowing down, and that's when we stopped. So how long has it been since then? Do you remember?
I want to say
pretty much since we started the show.
Yeah.
Wow. So did I go from Clean Fun Comedy right to the show?
No, you stopped doing
everything
for
a while, but I was testing with the lives with Clean Fun Comedy first.
No, you didn't do not one.
I did lives with Manny.
Did you?
Yeah, I did lives with Manny, and I was like doing announcements and stuff, just messing with it. And I was like, I want to do more lives. And that's when we did the Marrio Esco live show. Yeah, and that's when Jeff was like, "What are you doing?
What are you doing?"
That's when Jeff was like, "What are you doing over there? You have a podcast?" Nobody knows I had a podcast.
That's how awesome we are.
I'm quiet. I'm like shy with it. Like, you know.
Oh,
come
man,
on my show here.
We already got people in here really trying to go in.
Oh, let me hear. Let me see. What's going on? Who's saying what?
I don't know who Rams fan is. Maybe you know him because
he sold your own
CDs. Said, do you think the coronavirus is democratic fear mongering?
Oh.
Then we got...
Okay, I was warned before the show to not get political.
Hey, Jeff.
Need to know your thoughts as Christians.
Wow.
Dang.
You see that?
That's crazy.
Why
are you guys trying to make us go in that deep?
Banger's my
dude.
Political
stuff is like...
Well, before we get into anything crazy, that Jeff...
We good on... First of all, coronavirus is not in this house. We got Lysol.
No, don't start. Hold on. Creative tip. Hold on. Order in the court. Order in the court. Creative tip.
I'm just answering this person.
I got it. He's antsy. They're antsy. All right. Creative tip. 5 DAWs to look out for. DAWs are digital audio workstations. We do like to do creative tips. We do have creatives that watch the show, and that's really our heart and desire, is to help mainly faith-based Christian creatives navigate through the industry as best as we can. I mean, we're not, just the stuff that we're exposed to, the stuff that we learn as independent creatives.
We're always looking for new, innovative things. So
facts.
We love to share it.
Plus, we study. I mean, weekly, we're always diving into stuff and just watching how the culture moves and what's going on out there. And we're affiliated with a lot of different type of people, dude. Like, we're, different circles and whatnot. So it's dope to see everybody's perspective and get that perspective, to have a balanced perspective yourself, and then just bring it forth and, create dialogue. So with that said, creative tip, 5 DAWs, digital audio workstations. First one up, Pro Tools, industry standard since time began. Like Pro Tools has been around every studio that I went to, when I was introduced to music. Every professional studio that I stepped into, everybody was rocking with Pro Tools. The engineers always told me, "Where's your Pro Tools session?"
Is that why it's like duh?
Yeah.
So it's like a no-brainer.
So all these does. Come on, guys, get it together.
If you have a studio, you need this. Duh.
So Pro Tools is pretty much industry standard. It is a little bit more of a steeper learning curve than other DAWs out there. So it's professional. It's high end. It's easy to. I mean, they have tons of shortcuts and stuff like that. Once you learn it, and you're going and the shortcuts with the keyboard and stuff, you just like boom, 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 just edit.
Now, why? What does it have to be considered like a DAW? Because, like, for an example, is GarageBand?
Yeah, that is a DAW. Yep.
It is.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a digital audio workstation. That's what it is. It's just a workspace where you mess with audio. You
now I feel like saying it to myself.
Duh. Like digital. That's the name of the show. There you go. Duh. Oh my goodness. The only thing with Pro Tools is it requires an iLock. Some people don't like that, but there's different price ranges for Pro Tools. You got $29 per month for a yearly subscription, $35 per month for a monthly subscription, or you can just buy it outright for $600. But keep in mind, it doesn't come with the updates and the support if you're paying a yearly subscription or a monthly subscription. The other one up, Ableton Live, $100 essentials, up to $750 for the full suite. It's another one. It's one of the biggest ones in the music industry as well. It's not, Pro Tools we know is like industry standard, but Ableton Live is another big one as well. They also have a thing called Session View, which is not your traditional timeline view. So it's sort of like Battery Pack. I don't know if you heard of Battery Pack, like the drums. Nah. Do you remember the games like Funk Flex? The games like PlayStation? Yeah. It's not like a timeline like that, but it's set up where it's pretty much like loop.
That was
like
a dope game.
Back in
you
loop. Do you remember
beats?
that? Yeah. The Funk Flex, and you're making beats and like, oh man, I want to like Sync to this.
Yeah,
man.
I almost
You create
thought
tracks.
I'm not gonna lie.
create tracks
When I
to
bought
it.
the game, I thought I was gonna be a producer. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you
yo,
were
this is
like,
dope.
oh, I'm a
I can do
producer.
this. And then I got an actual program,
That's
and I
not how
was
it
like,
works.
no, I'm not.
That's not how it works.
I'm officially not a producer based
That ain't how it
on
works.
how this program works.
Yeah, so they have session view, so you can set it up where you can like trigger clips. So
Yeah.
it's good for like live performance or whatever. Set it up with your MIDI key, your MIDI board or whatever, and you can trigger the sounds and create the music live. You know,
That's dope.
so it's not the traditional timeline where you cut and paste. You know, Steinberg Cubase Pro 10 is another one that's a big competitor out there for the DAWs. This one is $100 for Elements, $587 for the Pro, and it's packed with a bunch of features for pro quality tracks. I mean, they have the plugins like Pro Tools. It comes with the default plugins that come with it,
Yeah.
but then you can get other plugins. Steinberg Cubase Pro it comes with like just a bunch of different plugins already there for you to start going and create pro
Yo,
quality
I'm sorry.
tracks.
These comments are going crazy over here, man.
Dope.
You have people going from politics, to
Honorable mentions.
football
We'll get into it.
teams.
Honorable mentions. FL Studio,
Yo, Wallen.
PreSonus Studio One. PreSonus is a dope one, man. For the
PreSonus
creatives.
is dope because they make a lot of dope stuff for
They
cheap.
make dope quality, professional sounding gear, both
Yep.
software and hardware, and it's affordable.
affordable, yeah.
Super affordable.
Anybody out
the
there
only
doing
reason-
a home studio, definitely check out
check out
that company because they make a whole bunch of
microphones,
cheap.
mic preamps,
stuff and great quality.
facts. So they have one called PreSonus Studio One. The reason why I didn't put it's an honorable mention, and I didn't want to like put it out there is because it's still fairly new. I haven't used it. I haven't heard much about it, but at one point I was definitely interested in purchasing it myself.
So hold up a second. Did
Yeah.
you just say that you don't want to put it out there after you get done talking about it?
No, I mean like as as one of the 5 DAWs, it's just an honorable mention, like, because I like PreSonus. I'm a fan of their gear. I have a mic preamp and a few other gadgets.
Well, it's not just you. I've heard a lot of other
Good
engineers
feedback,
say great things about that
PreSonus
company.
is
PreSonus
where to
and
go.
all their gear.
Yeah.
I'm a complete outsider to the industry, and I've even heard the name.
Exactly.
So
What do you use when
They've
you
gotta be
do
doing
when you do your vocal tracking? What do you use?
I do vocal tracking.
Well, hey, for you, a newbie, Audacity is a good one. So
Oh, the Audacity.
these are the free ones here. Audacity is one. It's a free software. It doesn't come with plugins. It's not really like it's not something that you're going to use to make a full mix, but it is something to track. Like if you want to record, like you could record your tracks and you can listen back or whatever, like stuff like that. Like, or if you want to edit like one stereo track or whatever, like small little projects. It's a good way to get started, get your feet wet and understanding how workstations
Yeah, at one point
operate.
in my career, I'll like hear him say all those things and I'll nod and
Well,
I'll actually
okay.
nod because I
You mentioned
understand.
GarageBand, and that's the other one that's free.
Yeah, I'm at the nodding, but I don't have the understanding yet.
Yeah.
I've been practicing my nod where they look believable.
Okay, GarageBand.
So
when you
you
do
try
like-
to make beat. You
Elder
made a beat.
nods.
I'm gonna suck you in right now.
Oh,
You
we
made a
did.
beat with GarageBand.
I did one time.
Yes, and you actually recorded it in GarageBand.
Yeah.
With a microphone plugged into your laptop. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you have that track?
I
See,
don't.
if we were dope and prepared and thought of production value, we would have
But
that
man,
track.
that was years ago. Huh?
Man,
I made that beat
we
when
would
you
play
lived
that track.
in like Eastern Ave.
Yeah, I think you made it at my crib.
Yeah, but
And I was
you
like
have-
super
I don't have
impressed
that.
because I was working with beats for mad long time and you just come in and just start copying and pasting and moving stuff around. And I was like, man, this beat is actually fire. And I was like,
But you've never said that till right now.
Exactly, because I was hating the whole time. I was like, man, come on.
Jerk. This whole time.
I
The
like,
jealousy
don't-
is powerful
Don't
with
tell
this
me
one.
that you just come in here and be like, what is this? And you create a banger? Like, what? I went to school for this. You're not going to just
First
come
of
in
all,
here and just paint stuff
All right.
around and create a banger.
But
Get
with
outta here.
I had a slight edge
Come on,
because
bro.
I played the drums.
Oh, you got to
I played the drums since I was like 12. You know what I'm saying? So I have an idea of how instruments work. I've been around guitarists, all pianos. So I kind of have an idea, even though I'm never fully
FL
mastered.
Studios.
Yeah, no,
all of those.
I'm
Like
completely
pirate.
tracking with you on that.
So when I went on
had
it, I'm like,
nine-
yeah, I kind of get it.
Oh, the
yeah, no,
comments
I
are
had
going
9 years
crazy.
of piano lessons when I was like a little kid, and it made me a better singer.
Mm.
Yeah, Facts.
There you go. So you were kind of like music savvy.
Yeah, I was a musical theater geek until I became a professional killer in the Marine Corps and fixed
now you're
computers.
working on computers.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Natural transition.
Dude,
Natural transition.
You should make electronic battle music.
I'm a professional killer. What should I do? Aha! I'll fix computers.
I am a professional.
Like, how did you even get to that?
What'd you say? I'm a
He's like, I'm a professional killer. What should I do next?
And I sing very well.
And I sing awesome. What should I do?
You kidding?
I
Something
got it.
with zero
Some kind of singing
value.
assassin. Like,
I'm a singing assassin. My tune will be the last thing you'll ever hear.
The singing assassin.
This is like a K-pop band name, Singing Assassin.
He's like, yo, man, the last song you'll ever hear is always the most non-manly song.
The singing
My baby,
assassin.
you are the reason.
Oh, this is why I love what we do, man. Hopefully you guys heard about those DAWs. Go check them out.
Duh.
Audacity. What was the other one I said? GarageBand. GarageBand comes with all pretty much.
What's Levelator? Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't. I seen that. I wanted to mention that too.
Mr. J Sla is saying I run podcast audio through
You know who that is, right?
And he also used. He said the FL Studio has made a lot of bootleg pirate
Facts.
SW users, platinum
Yeah.
producers. Man, that's you cold, bro.
Facts. But GarageBand
Cold-blooded.
comes with pretty much all versions of Mac OS, so you probably already have it. If you got a Mac OS, a laptop, or whatever, you probably have GarageBand. So start using that right there. It's free.
No, I am.
It's already there. Yeah,
That's what I'm
going
going to use for like tracking myself and stuff like that.
Oh, you're going to use GarageBand?
Yeah.
Dope.
Because I have it. It's like, why buy
when you become
DAW?
DAW, yo.
Why buy a whole nother DAW?
So when you
one?
become familiar with GarageBand and you become an expert at that, the next level up for GarageBand users is Logic Pro X.
Logic Pro X.
It's pretty much GarageBand, but just
better.
Yeah, the pro version of it. So that's my creative
But now,
tip.
why would someone transition to it if they're just using it for tracking? Is Logic Pro a better option for tracking?
When you start advancing, right? And then you want to start doing other things. And when you learn it, and now you're like, oh, I want to adjust. Or whatever it is that you come across that you need. That's what happens. Like you master it, then you realize, oh, I want to do this with it. You don't got the tools to do it. And that's when you advance to the next level. When you've already outgrown that and you want to do more, boom, you jump to the next level.
Got it. That's dope.
But this is a good way to get your feet wet. Go check that out.
I'm just excited about being able to record myself.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be awesome.
All right. Let's jump into a feature track because I did a bunch of talking and I want to break. Feature track.
I want to break.
K Cartel, Christ Bars 2. Here we go.
Hey, K Cartel.
Christian comeback season.
So, all on my back, kill them crosses up. With the Christ on my side, I don't need no luck. Cause I'm down, we gon' slide like a hockey puck. Eternal life, that's the end goal. God's presence, boy, you been told. On your own, cause you been bold. But Christ died, it was so many times I was walking that block, I was seeking and needing some answers. Like, why was I chosen to be the big brother, which women had to take up their standards? Ayy, glaucoma in the eyes, 56 around the waist. Big hearted, I was kind. Only stood 5'8". I ain't never wanted problems, but the issue is these haters think you cake. Button pushing, now you out of button, so the earth gotta feel its quake. Too many chances, now it's late. Said it's love, but it's hate. I ain't got time for snakes that be snatching off my plate. Then it happened on the road to Damascus. K card with your faith. Christ Lord, I done been through the masses. I ain't trying to go today. Ask yourself what you suffering for. You know you do it for my sake. Through my creation, all my glory's revealed. So when you pop, it's worth the wait. Dang, Lord, it's been a couple of years. How much more I got to go? That's for only me to know. You don't even peep the growth. Recognize that you mine, and I'm working nice and slow. Stay humble on your grind, and while I point you out to go. See, I'm the captain of the ship, but you the pilot of this boat. Trust in me and that I know it all, and on this journey you gon' go. Now on this road you bound to slip and fall, but you gotta keep your hope. And look at me when you feeling your weakest, when your back's against the rope. That's facts, God, but I'm praying for patience. Lord, you gotta help me out. The mind games, they be tricks of that Satan. He be trying to take me out. Son, listen, you just bask in my presence. Keep your head up to the hills. Know my faithfulness is real. Stand firm and be still. How many times did I hop in that pit? Too much. Plotting and thought I was slick. Broken and needed a fix. Realizing the death and the weight of my sin. How many times did I fall? Knowing I was doing them wrong. Phone going up, it was Christ showing up, and I still didn't answer the call. How many times was I saved? Kept on digging my grave. When he set me free, no more chains on my feet, but I was still living like a slave. How many times did I do it? Looked at the fire and jumped right into it. Suffer the consequences of my actions, thinking I know better, that was stupid. Ay, faith, it just take a little faith. You just need a little faith. It just need a little faith. Ay, faith, it just need a little faith. You just need a little faith. It just take a little faith. Facts.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Christ Bars 2, K Cartel. Shout out to the Prayer Plug. We thank you, brother. Prayer Plug putting us on. We love you. ATL, we love you. We love you a lot, man.
For real.
Like, if I had a way to get out there
Yay!
and be with you guys, if it was possible, I would.
For real.
It's called Buy a Bunch of Merch from Mario
Please.
and Gil and give them your money
Go to
so that they can fly out.
D2L. See? You should be,
support the show.
That's what we need, man.
Love the show.
You know? Share the show.
Share the show.
Share the show. All right. All the things are all out the way, man. Now we're
Dang.
Now we're free to chop it up, man. This is one of my favorite parts of the show. Just freely talk.
Yeah.
What you want to talk about?
Oh, beautiful. I love that segue. Now I feel like we need to segue to something better.
Yes. Yes. Oh, Brett, I love you.
Oh, my goodness.
Brett, you're my dude. All right, why don't we do this then? I would just jump right into it.
Do you want to explain why we have
I
a
wanna
random can of Lysol on the table?
No, I don't want to go to that yet. Oh, no, I don't even want to go to that.
It's
Why
a
did I go to
mystery
that?
can.
Why do I want to even have the show?
Hold on. Where is it?
What are we doing? Why are we here?
I'm looking for something, man.
I'm
here
looking
we
at the
go.
dock right now, man. You got mad information on DAW equipment.
Yeah, bro. The DAW was.
I don't even think you said most of this stuff. Jeez,
nah, bro. I mean,
Louise.
come on, man. That was just stuff to help me get on point.
My lantern.
Recognize likes. It's been a minute. LOL. We from far. What did he say? I'm trying to follow all your comments right now. My bad. I know. Jeff is looking at me like, "What are you doing, dude?"
Well, again,
Jeff,
I'm the newbie.
Jeff,
I
have you
I don't
seen
even
this?
have the comments in front of me.
Have you seen this?
I have now.
Why
are you showing me this?
You are you're in the military. Does this outfit look realistic to you?
Why did you even go with that
the
question?
80-year-old dude wearing it?
Do you have
No.
outfits like that in the military? Like, do you think Batman could like walk through like war with that on and like not get hurt?
No one. No.
No,
No.
right? Nope.
Well, it's called you shoot him in the face.
Yeah, right in the mouth area. Just
I mean, the military wears the same thing. They wear helmets and their faces exposed just like that.
And sometimes we get shot in the face.
he looks a little robotic. Anyway, for the
Yeah, but
podcast,
you
we
can
are
tell.
showing
80.
first look of the new Batman. Where, Gil?
This is Robert Pattinson. He's playing the new Batman. As you know,
Yep.
Ben Affleck is not playing it no more. So they're doing a remake. And Robert Pattinson is now playing the role. And everybody's been kind of curious on what route they were going to go on in regards to the Batman look. And
Are those swim goggles?
this is it, guys.
Josh goes, how can he see?
They look like swim goggles.
But not Revenge from Japan.
I think it looks fire.
No, but Revenge from Japan. Oh, he's talking about something else. Revenge from Japan.
Are you talking about the anime? The anime
my
Batman?
bad.
No, I'm talking about this picture that Mara's showing me.
This is the first look.
Those look like swim goggles underneath the.
Maybe that's what
It
it
probably
is. He's going to be diving in the water.
Actually, yeah, that would be functional.
Makes sense.
That does make sense.
Bats go in the water.
Don't
they
they
not?
don't?
Bats go swimming. No.
Batman goes everywhere.
Batman.
I mean, he has a suit for it.
What is those spikes coming out of his?
It looks like darts. Like he can shoot
yeah.
darts.
Modern darts with like a.
They probably
I mean, this is the
explode
first look.
or have
This could be
different things that they do.
in this look
Is he
right
a biker?
here.
Oh, this is
on his
bike
the-
outfit.
the
He's on a bike.
Yeah, he's on the motorcycle, the Batmobile,
The Bat-cycle.
Bat cycle,
The Bat cycle.
the
There
Bat
you
cycle, the Bat Tusi.
go. The bat.
He's on it. So we don't know what the context is. This could be like his tactical suit. You know what I mean? So this is just the first look of him in the suit.
If Batmom's mom and Daredevil met.
Wait, if what? Batmom's mom?
I think you meant to say
and
Batman. I think you meant to say Batman's mom.
And
Daredevil.
Dang, Josh, you don't like this costume?
Oh,
I thought
he's
it was
saying
dope.
boo. He's giving it thumbs down.
Man, you really don't like it.
Hold up. Let's take another look. Bunk.
A little bit better.
What do you guys think of that
another
one?
view? It just looks really tactical. I think they're going with the route, like making it look as realistic as possible. Like if somebody really was rich and could create Batman with their money, this is probably what it would look like. Because it looks very like tactical. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you're onto something. It does look a lot like some of the modern body armor that you could get.
Right.
And he just, because he's rich, he got it custom made to have the cool Bat logo on it. But it looks like some armor that you could find and just kind of custom
Put together yourself.
Yeah. And I think that's the route they're trying to go with. Like, if this dude existed, what would he look like? Rather than all the other Batmans we
like
got.
A bat.
This hyper glamorized suit that you're like, how did he get this perfectly fitted,
Batman.
cool superhero suit? So I think they went, I don't know. To me, it looks different than any other Batmans that we've had. All the other ones look too superhero. Like,
are we going to talk about the coronavirus too? Everybody wants to talk about the coronavirus.
We got.
Everyone wants to talk about.
I'm trying to ease in.
Mario does not want to talk about coronavirus.
Can we ease in here, man?
How do you ease into the
coronavirus? Right? Like,
This is the only photo.
I don't want to panic. No, I got the Batmobile up in here too, man. Bang!
Boom!
How about that?
Breaking news!
Bam! Boom! Look at that. Can you guys see it?
Here.
Can you guys see it?
And I like that. It looks like they're going with the old school look, like from like the 60s TV show, like the old
Which one do you guys like?
And then they gave it the muscle car feel because the engine's in the back, just like the first Batman car.
I'm looking at the pictures.
I'm looking at the front. I think you're onto something with the muscle car.
Yeah, it's the old school, but with the muscle feel, like
I wonder if that can go in the water.
And again,
are they going like full
giving
force
a
with
nod to like a realistic version of somebody. If
it
somebody
is.
was rich and they had money,
what would they actually do?
And he took a muscle car, American made, of course.
And
put
of course
$4 billion into
of course.
Yeah, because
I feel like we're swimming in Batmobiles.
Because think about it. If he was like, I'm rich, I'm going to make a Batmobile. Give me the best Honda Accord you've got. Like, it just wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
It has to be some kind of muscle American.
Can you give me a nice Kia?
Get me the best Kia you got.
And put wings on it. Spray painted black.
You know what? It's really going to be manly when it's black.
Does it go underwater? Give it a try.
James Bond has been doing that since like the 70s. Of course
I know,
it does.
Right. James Bond car goes underwater, turns into a submarine, comes out of it, flies away.
I've actually heard the presidential limo
let me get
legit
cars
can go underwater.
What?
Wait, like the president's limo that weighs like 20,000 pounds?
No.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Like turn into a submarine type thing, or
it can drive underwater and it's airtight at that point. And there are like oxygen masks that will deploy. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
The car weighs 20,000 pounds. It's got to be able to do everything.
And then as soon as it gets really crazy, it opens up a hatch like this. Like,
here we go.
President Trump comes out and his toupee goes, and he just flies right out.
Oh.
And he's just like,
the secret of the hair.
The secret of the hair. He's able to fly. Everyone's like, false prophet.
You guys thought I was going to be a bad president, but my toupee is a helicopter. It's going to be huge.
And then you just sitting there like,
I've got the best toupee ever. Made in America.
Like this hair right here, billions and billions of dollars.
Billions and billions
all of your money
hairs.
went into my hair.
That was like 50% Trump, 50% Dr. Evil.
Wow. Half and half.
He's half and half.
He just needs the cat. He just needs that. Wait, did he have a cat?
Just talking fake news.
Oh my goodness, man. All right.
So yeah, man.
Why is the Lysol on the desk? Yo,
this is hilarious, man. Look.
Are you trying to clean my table?
No,
bro.
I brought this because I've been seeing this video going crazy, and now people are making their own version of the video.
You sound like Batman.
And it's crazy because they're like, all right, people, this coronavirus is killing us. But yo, check right here in the back of the Lysol, it says human coronavirus. Stay woke, people. And then they put it down like they just dropped the bomb. Like, and everybody's like,
what? Lysol?
Woke.
Lysol,
Woke.
that's all it takes?
So I'm going to let y'all know. Coronavirus is known as the flu. That's the scientific term for the flu.
Bat flu.
So when you see coronavirus on your Lysol can, don't think that you're going to go to China and clean things up just by spraying people with this. Like, it's not going to do anything because this is a new form of the flu. It's a new version, stronger.
Wait,
so,
you being for real? Like,
no, that's what I'm saying.
It's not fake news?
This is legit.
People were saying, duh.
Yeah, people were like,
Lysol,
stay
duh.
woke, people. They're trying to act like this is some new disease that just came out. And Lysol's had it on their can for years, bro. And I'm like, come on, man. This is different. You got to do your research.
It's the new name, what is it? COVID-19?
Yep.
That means there were 18 others before it.
Facts.
This is the new one.
This is the new version.
But automatically,
it's like Batman movies. Now there's 19 of them.
Dude, how do you
we just have bat flu.
Like,
I still think it's kind of weird that all these
adapting.
new flus are just coming out of nowhere and they're somehow evolving on their own without being tampered with.
No kidding. It's like, what do they have? Board meetings? Like they sit down and discuss, hey, the last time.
All right, guys, this year we're going to need a stronger one.
Like, what is going on?
It's all the flus before,
like,
from 1 to 18.
All kinds of hacking.
All right, number 1, you were a waste of time.
Yeah.
18, you show promise.
And you notice how they all come from China?
Oh, I didn't know that. No.
Well,
no,
everything else.
Swine flu came from China. Bird flu comes from China. Now we have bat flu that's coming from China.
Is that what it was? A bat? Is that what they said?
That's
what
what
a bat. I thought
that's
it was,
what some people think. Is it was like this open meat market, and it came from
exotic animals.
Yeah,
that
and
not
like
to eat.
And like
speaking of
COVID-19 was actually from bats.
It would be bad if Batman was there. If he was like,
Batman gave us a
vengeance.
He's driving his new Batmobile.
Goodness, man,
that was a horrible car sound.
Yeah, nah, that ain't the Batmobile. That ain't the Batmobile.
That's Batman farting.
So do you think that that's where, well, if it's a newer version of the flu, so it can't just like come from some, you think it came from like some random.
Like there's all kinds of stories, but I mean, one of them is that it's a flu that bats had and it jumped to humans.
Wow.
That's why we don't have an immunity, and it's brand new and it's really, really bad.
And they have a cure, or they're testing, what do you call it? A
vaccine.
They're testing a vaccine. Or they have tests.
I've heard that it's either a company like in Houston, Texas, or the Israelis are doing human testing on a vaccine, but.
And just to be clear, this is not Lysol working on a vaccine, right?
I don't know.
Commie flu.
All I'm saying is that
bat Lysol.
All I'm saying is that Lysol didn't
facts.
secretly have the
It
cure
is.
this whole time, and they were like, "Guys, why are you freaking out? Just go to Walmart and get like 3 or 4 cans, and you're good." Like, that's not how.
That's
it
not
works.
how it works. No,
It's not gonna happen.
Well,
I mean, even though Lysol's a great practice, making sure your stuff is sanitized and all that good stuff. But this is a brand new thing.
they were actually saying that the masks don't really do anything for people. Like if you wear the mask, like if you don't have it and you're trying to prevent yourself from getting it, like wearing a mask.
That's why I've been trying to tell people, instead of get a mask, just go to your local CVS, Walgreens, whatever pharmacy you have, and get some vapor rub. For us Puerto Ricans, we swear on it. I'm telling you, it
Vapor rub?
probably cures cancer.
Yeah, vapor rub.
Secretly,
Just throw vapor rub on it.
Just put vapor rub on your nose.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, any bacteria that even comes close
Burned,
to it
disintegrated.
burns. It's like hellfire
Yo,
to germs.
facts. Why do we do that?
Yo,
that's gotta get you messed up.
Vicks
If you put vapor rub on your
heals
nostrils,
all things.
something's gotta be happening to your brain a little bit.
Nah, man, I'm telling
let
you.
me
Yo,
put
I know.
some vapor rub.
I have a cousin of mine that
On
literally.
your eyes, for
Yo,
real?
I have a cousin
Don't
of mine
do
that
that.
literally rubs it
Don't
in
be
their
doing it.
nose
Your
to
eyes.
sleep. Like
Put
they take
vapor
it
rub in your eyes.
and they're like,
oh my goodness, my eyes are red. just like
they're like, you got pink eye? Just take
here's
some vapor rub.
You'll be all right. Don't do that. by the way. Do not do that. No. Bad.
Unless you're Puerto Rican.
Bad.
Somehow there's something in our genes
Unless
that
you're Puerto
repels
Rican.
any of the chemicals.
Then he just makes it okay to do it again.
I think it's just
Have you
years
ever
and
heard
years
this,
of
Jeff?
vapor rub in your
Vapor rub
generation.
in your nostrils.
Yeah, I'm not Puerto Rican.
That-
I'm not going to try
you're
this.
immune. I think that by the
Do
time
you
you're 20
use
something,
vapor
you're
rub
immune.
at all?
When I was like 4.
All right, so you don't use it for
How many times you get sick?
breathing better? Or
How many times you get sick a year?
These days, I don't.
Here's the question: Oh, but he got the magic juice. That's the thing.
Oh, I forgot.
He got the magic juice. That stuff is like
That's the Caucasian.
we
fix.
need a thing of
We need some of
that,
that.
bro.
Yeah.
That stuff, man, is real good stuff.
Yeah.
Can you get us a bottle? Like
I tried it before, man.
Like, get
It's
sponsored?
like that drink. It's
oh,
kind of
by the way, it's
kinda like
it's
that.
filled with vitamins.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
vitamin B12. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What's it?
It's
So
all
for
it's
those
scissor.
of you
What's
who
in
are
the
just
drink,
listening
man?
and can't see what we're talking about,
It's
I've got this
scissor.
water bottle that's got like red water in it. You actually want me to like name the brand?
man. Yeah, that's
Why-
stuff is
hey, why
good,
not?
bro. I want
if you don't want to.
I want some
Okay.
right now.
So there's a company called
Vaporub.
Amway that's been around since like the 1950s.
Jay, I love
Whatever.
you, dog.
Yeah.
They've got an energy drink they partner with called XS, like the literal letters, just XS.
Yeah.
And it's this herb tea B vitamin blend thing with zero sugar.
That you live
and
on.
Yes, I would be dead if I didn't have it because I work a full-time job. I have a 1-year-old that is a adorable little domestic terrorist because she moves even when she's asleep and she likes to kick
Adorable.
me.
Wait. You got to go back. You got to unpack that. She's an adorable
terrorist. Oh, my brother.
Adorable
Crazy.
Domestic
Weekend, he
terrorist.
introduced me to some theology.
Well, she's adorable. She is my firstborn. She is a daughter, and I think she is cute. And if you go on YouTube and search for The Wild Jocelyn, she has a YouTube channel. So
There you go.
there you go. Proof that she's
Hey.
cute and adorable. She's little because
She has a YouTube channel. Are you trying to do
She
like
has
a
a YouTube
Ryan's
channel.
toy review kind of thing?
I have no idea. It's my wife's
Hey,
idea.
okay.
I'm promoting this to keep her happy.
Okay.
Because
nice,
if she's
yeah.
happy, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah. Yep. I got that
I don't
from
know if
I
that
got that
qualifies
from,
as a creative tip, but that is definitely a tip.
No, that
That
is
is
a tip.
very
Hey,
true.
where's the gems?
Oh,
Drop the gems,
I got
man.
happy wife.
Yes. Come on.
Happy life.
I got that from Rio. Is that where you?
I have no idea.
It was the George Lopez birdie. Happy life, happy wife, happy life. I'm like, yeah, that's true.
Did you
That's-
have to do the birdie?
Yeah, man. I always go like this to remind myself. Every time my wife tries to argue me, I'm just like,
You fly away.
Fly away.
And in his mind,
Fly
he's singing,
away.
I
Yep.
wanna fly
away.
Yeah.
and I just start flying.
Yeah.
and I see Trump.
I wanna get
and I see
away.
Trump with his with his toupee.
Hey, it's cold up here, isn't it? It's gonna be you.
That's
I'm
when
not
the
even gonna try to
that's when
compete with
the
that.
Drummer goes nuts. Where's our drummer? We need a drummer. Where is our
Yo.
drummer? We need a drummer right
Yo, that
here.
actually is a
hey,
really good
pray
idea.
about a drummer. I want a drummer right
That's a
here.
really good
bro.
idea.
With a mic too. I want a drummer right here with a mic. And every time stuff like that happens, he just goes off. Like,
Completely interrupts
Thank you,
us.
drummer. Oh my goodness. You're looking at me like I'm a drummer, dude.
He's like,
don't
I
even
can
tell
be
me.
your drummer boy.
even
Pum,
tell
pum,
me.
pum.
Oh, the beatbox drummer. We can do that too, brother.
We could record him.
We can do that too. We can even
That's already
record that,
happened,
put that in
actually.
there, trigger it every time, use Ableton Live.
So the little known
Segue.
fact is I actually have been recorded as a beatboxer.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Like a-
Dag,
For
you
real,
got
for real.
somebody attesting to your drink.
Dude, I have been trying to talk to you about this stuff for like a year at work.
Is
You have
that-
more. You have shown
So
me
is
more
that as close to
energy
hip-hop
during
as-
this show
He said
than
he
I
would
have
deport
seen
you
in
in
any
the air.
It's a
month
whole
we've worked
different
together.
world, brother. This is
Trump
This
is
is a
gonna
whole
deport
different
you
world.
in
this
the
is
air.
a whole different world, man. Once you get plugged
A
in,
whole new world.
exactly.
And
I
it only
think-
gets better.
That's right.
Because I'm going to segue back to my little domestic terrorist.
go. Awesome. Go. Segue.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
There we
Good.
go.
Segue.
I forget where we were. So
Your
what
daughter
was
has
How
a
about your
YouTube
domestic
account.
terrorist?
It's called-
adorable little.
like a Ryan's toy
she's like
review.
a 1-year-old girl. So
I think
yeah,
your
cute
daughter and
little
mine would
adorable
be best friends.
domestic terrorist.
So when you say
This
domestic
girl never
terrorist,
stops moving, And
you
I'm
guys.
married.
That's what I said.
Asian.
It sounds like your daughter and my daughter would be best friends.
Very
Absolutely.
possible. So in Vietnamese culture,
Very
it's very
possible.
common for kids to sleep with the parents until they get older, and even if they fall off the bed, they won't kill themselves. So my daughter sleeps in bed with us, and she moves in her sleep. I've lost count of the number of times that I'm asleep, and all of a sudden I get kicked in the face or the neck,
Yo.
or she tries to shove her fingers in my ear while she's asleep.
Yep.
She has amazing aim.
She's
amazing aim.
She knows.
While in REM
She's
sleep.
like, there it is. Bam. It's just like, yes. There
No,
it is.
she's my little Wasian baby, and I'm training her to be a ninja.
What'd you say?
So,
Her little.
Wasian, white Asian. I am the token white guy.
Wait, what did you call yourself?
I am the token white guy
Wasian
in
is the name of the show.
the family.
What
I'm
did you
married
call
an
it?
Asian.
Wasian.
So
Oh, we're
white
writing that down.
Asian.
Thank you.
Wasian.
I love
You're
it.
Wasian.
Wasian.
She is a Wasian.
Do you mind if I call this
half
show
white,
Wasian?
half Asian.
This is Wasian.
This is not a new term.
Oh, gee,
That's
that's
awesome.
awesome.
This is
It's
the
new
first
to
time
me. Because now I got Wasian
First time
persuasion.
I heard it. All right. Wasian. Cool. Thank you.
Yes.
Awesome.
So I'm training her to be a ninja, and
awesome.
she practices on me in her sleep.
Nice.
That's why she's a domestic terrorist.
Yep.
awesome.
And she's basically
And
giving
you're-
you the reason why she's getting into bed and slapping you and still getting away
You
with
used
it
to- you
is because she's using her Wasian persuasion.
Oh.
That's what's happening.
I think we already have a title something similar to that.
Wasian persuasion?
Wasian persuasion. I like that. It has
I've never heard of
has
that.
it. You trying
Is
to
my
one up.
daughter
You trying to
now
one up.
naming
I'm
the
not
show?
trying to one
Yes,
up.
this is named after.
This is named after the
inspired by
Wild
your
Jocelyn,
daughter.
who can be found on YouTube.
There you go.
JOSCELYN.
The plug!
There it is.
Is
That's
she
cool,
trying to be
man.
the next Ryan?
That's what I'm saying.
I have no
Ryan's-
idea.
I have no idea. I don't even know who she is.
I just try to make people happy.
I didn't know.
Whether
man,
it's veterans or my wife or my daughter or you guys, I just try to make people happy.
I love it, bro. As soon as you came on and you started opening your mouth on that microphone, I was like, oh man, we gotta hit live like now.
Right now.
I was like, yo, let's go live now.
When
man.
people come over and they do this show with us, and before the show starts, we like talking, we a lot of times be missing out with some gems.
Yeah.
And we're like, man, I wish we could record right now, but it's only like 6
I hear
o'clock,
what you mean. Yeah,
7.
I hear what you mean.
It's too early. We
Yeah.
can't really go live yet, but the conversations are ridiculous.
Yeah.
You should just start recording these. And
Right?
then-
Like a behind the scenes type
Yeah.
thing. I've been telling Mario that.
Persuasion.
Yeah, you just start recording and then you keep that, audio,
Persuasion.
video, whatever in the
And like
background.
our
And
subscribers
a few
can get
days
access
later.
to it.
Yeah.
Ooh, behind the scenes.
Our subscribers.
Exclusive.
Rewards for the subscribers. This is another reason you need to subscribe to Mario
Oh,
Esco
yeah,
Live and
subscribe.
give them your money.
Subscribe.
Yes, if you're on YouTube right now and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the
Hit
subscribe
that
button.
subscribe button.
Hit
man.
it right now
And
before
click
you
the little
forget.
click the
Yeah,
bell.
It's right there.
Click the notification bell.
And click the notification bell so you know when we're dropping some cool
yeah,
stuff.
True. Will you have a YouTube for Civilian 101? Are you planning on doing any social media like accounts? Or is-
Eventually?
Eventually. Okay, cool. Still growing in that area.
Yes.
Oh, Jay saying we need to that Patreon, bro.
Oh, word.
He's like BTS for the Patreon. I don't know what BTS stands for because I'm not all the way millennial.
What is that? Were you halfway in?
I
You know
suffer
why?
from
Because I'm in
TMA.
the halfway mark. Like I can still remember rotary phones.
Oh,
But yet
do you
I can
remember
still-
using those?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like a halfway millennial.
Well, you had
because-
to remember like phone numbers.
Yeah, because I be seeing TV shows.
You had to like write them down in a phone book.
Ellen brought a millennial and they had him put in paper in a typewriter, like an old school typewriter.
Yeah.
They had to put film in an old school camera.
Oh,
And they had
were
her
just
use
lost.
a rotary phone. I was like, man, I would have smashed all those. No problem.
Wait, they didn't know how to do it?
No, they were
What?
like, the typewriter one. She kind of she loaded
She
it right.
figured it out. Yeah.
The rotary phone, she was like, I don't know. The camera
Hold
one,
up.
she did not load the camera. The film was sticking out and everything. Done.
Yeah, but that's always a nightmare. Do you remember that?
It was a nightmare,
That
but
was
I know how
always
to
a
do
nightmare.
it. That's my point. I lived in that era where I do remember how to
once-
load
once
the
it get-
film.
once it gets
I even
exposed?
remember bringing it to CVS so they can
Yep.
do the whatever
Yeah.
call it, developing.
Develop the
Yep.
film.
They gotta
Let us in
develop
that-
the film.
in the dark
And yo, it's
room.
kind of
Yeah.
nowadays I think about it and I'm like, man, you couldn't see the film. So imagine all the freaky stuff that people probably took
I know,
pictures of,
I
and
know.
you over there developing like,
Yep.
when is this gonna stop?
Yep.
And you had to develop all of them. So
Yep.
I'm like, I feel bad for those people who had that job.
Yeah.
Now it's like you have a cloud.
Yep.
And you can print it
Remember
yourself.
the
Yeah,
Polaroid?
and now there's like
A Polaroid.
Remember the Polaroid?
And you like
Polaroid.
you had to like shake it.
Hold on a
Well,
second.
actually, that still exists. They still have like Polaroid still makes newer cameras. Now they cool with it. Polaroid, I see you.
What? It's just digital.
No, because now they have
it's like a
these-
computer now.
No, they do the Polaroid, and now they have like sticker on the back. So they have small ones, so you can put them in your locker.
Nice.
Like they kept up with the times. They're
Okay.
like, all right, these young kids are gonna want to
All right.
take pictures and stick them on their locker.
Right.
So let's create a cool version of Polaroid where you can put it in your pocket and take pictures anywhere you want. Like the Polaroid cameras are literally like this.
Really? I never
And
seen
they
them.
shoot out a little picture like that.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's dope. That's what I'm saying. They kept up.
You
know?
would have definitely had one of those in school.
Probably.
Yeah, you definitely would.
But then again,
this
I was never a
Jeff, by the
camera
way, this
person,
Was, this was
bro.
the the wheelies kid.
yeah, I
You know
had
what I mean?
Heelys. Man.
There you go. The Heelys.
Yeah.
okay.
Remember
I
the
was
Heelys?
following this entire Polaroid conversation until you said
Heelys. You remember Heelys?
I
It
have no
it has
idea.
two wheels.
On the
I
back.
grew up in Montana.
Oh, dude,
I love how you're both are just like,
So those are probably like
that explains a lot. No,
no, it's true.
So he
there
probably
are
had
more
Tyrese.
cows
That
than
explains
people
a
in
lot.
Montana.
So he
did
probably
you
had
go cow tipping?
That's dangerous.
Yeah. Well,
It
tell me
is
about
dangerous.
I-
Dude,
because I
make
don't have
a
experience. with it.
400-pound thing with horns angry at you. I dare
No, it's
you.
a cow,
That's a
man.
cow
It's
don't
not
got
it's
horns.
not a bull.
Does a cow have horns?
Dude, cows charge too.
Not when they're sleeping. Cow tipping is when they're sleeping.
Why? Tell
Right?
us since your
But
experience.
you tipped
Did
the
you cow
first
tip with your
one.
Heelys or did you?
I did.
Cows
I
travel
just
in
rolled
herds.
up. Like I was just like,
Yeah, you backed up real quick.
got to the cow
Jump
and I was just
over.
like, and then rolled away. That's why they never got me.
That's why they never got me. No, go
Like,
ahead, keep
slide-
going,
sliding
brother.
around on
don't
vapor rub or
stop.
something?
They're sleeping.
Come on, man.
You go over there and you can't do it by yourself. There's got to be more than one person because
Can't be
them
doing
things
that.
are heavy. But I stopped doing that because then I found out that they have a hard time getting up, and some of them actually die from being tipped. So I was like, you know what? Not gonna really do that no more because that's kind of mean. I didn't know that they could die. I thought they could just get right up. But somebody told me like, they're so heavy and they're sleeping that they can get really hurt and die. I'm like, oh. That's probably good information before I started tipping them.
Yo.
But, you're young, kids.
Wait, you really did it?
Yeah, I have.
You have?
Yeah.
I was kidding around.
Yeah, man.
I did not. You actually did that.
Yeah, thanks.
A Bronx kid,
Yeah, man.
cow tipped.
Yeah. Charlton, bro.
What is a cows? Sammy, did you know that Gil Vargas?
One time. And I never did it again because I found that out. And I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Yo, Gil, man,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
You a
I grew up in
cruel
Montana
kid.
and I
not
never
easy.
even actually
It's
tried
very
it.
hard.
Uh,
It's not
I never
even hard.
actually did it.
No,
Yeah.
no, I thought that was just something that people say. I didn't know that.
No,
my
it's
boy
like it's a real thing,
actually
but
did.
no,
Yeah,
I
man,
was,
that's a real thing.
again,
Oh,
musical
man.
theater nerd
But
as
it's
a kid.
extremely mean.
What made you get out of musical theater?
I would join the Marine Corps.
Okay, but do you miss it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What part of it do you miss? Musical theater is what? You're performing live? You're singing
Well, just singing anything. I mean,
Really?
I've always been singing. I was singing along with MTV back when it played music videos.
Yeah.
Before I knew that
remember
people had
that.
last names.
Wow.
Yeah, my parents used to get, or my mom used to get mad at me because I would sit like 6 inches from the TV and I
just
was
sing.
singing
You're
along with
belting it.
Aerosmith,
Yeah.
Mario Speedwagon, The Grateful Dead, Metallica,
Yeah.
Iron Maiden. And
Run
then-
DMC.
I don't think they were on MTV.
No. Just throwing it out there. He was like,
Why did you even throw that out?
I don't know. I wanted to throw
He was testing me, making sure I'm on my
He
game.
was trying to throw you off.
You weren't trying any raps, man? You weren't trying to like
I don't think they had that on MTV in the early 80s.
when did you get introduced to rap?
Oh, no.
Can't remember.
Well, better
Yeah,
question.
I honestly
What
don't know.
artist did you get put onto first? Who was the first artist?
I have no idea.
You don't remember?
What's your favorite kind of musical genre? Are you like all kinds?
Yeah, dude, my playlist will go from like
Country.
I'm all over the
to-
place.
Really?
I can't think of a genre that I do not listen to.
Do you listen to like instrumentals?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
I haven't started that yet. You're the second person I know that listens to instrumentals.
Yeah, Brent was talking about the hip hop jazz.
Yeah.
It's
What was
just
that called?
hip hop jazz beats, and it just plays. It's just
Yeah.
straight up acapella type beats.
That's pretty dope.
I'm like, I want to check that out.
Just
Yeah,
kind of vibe to
another
it.
fun one is what is it? I think it's called electric swing, where it's like half big band music from like the 1920s, where you'd hear, whatever old-timey stuff, but it's got kind of like
and modern
like
texture to it.
Electric beats and
that's pretty cool.
Watch that
like
become the next wave.
influence of techno and hip hop.
Wow.
And it's completely instrumental.
Watch that
What is
become
it called again?
I think it's called electric swing.
Electric swing.
There's so many genres
Is that
of
why
music
like
out
you
there.
drink that, you put electric swing, and you're off and running and updating everybody?
He's
You're
on
just
wheelies.
you're just
the filter I have for the playlist that I listen to at work, because I'm the kind of guy that functions on 3 hours of sleep a night.
Yeah.
Or at 4, okay.
Lo-fi.
It's gotta
Who's
be
that?
some kind of a song that'll keep me going. That'll keep me focused. That'll keep me
Lo-fi.
energized.
That's lo-fi.
I mean, that exists in every genre. It's just a question of, does that song have that kind of vibe for me?
Right. Not even just for you.
But
or
watch that be the
maybe
new
even in
wave.
the situation. Like it depends. Like you have your gym. I'm sure you have your gym vibe. I'm sure you have your driving vibe. Like, do you guys have like a different type of music you listen to depending on
certain-
what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like cleaning,
Yeah.
you put on the salsa merengue and you just and you go at it, right?
Facts. It reminds me.
You get the Lysol
my mom
out.
didn't really do the salsa merengue. Like, even though I grew up in a Spanish home, like salsa merengue growing up for me was demonic. So
Oh, yeah,
it was
you
more
did.
like the old school worship music. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like
how?
the-
You would play that while you clean?
my mom.
Really?
Like, growing up, yeah. Like she
I
didn't
bet you she
listen to the
forget
salsa
she's cleaning.
merengue
She
stuff.
just stopped praising.
You put in the salsa merengue, she'd be like, "Ay, señor, reprenda! Es el del diablo!" And I'm like, I can't put the devil to a sound. I have a hard time putting a sound and saying that's the devil.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother topic.
Well, people
But
used
yeah,
to say
she
that
used
kind
to-
of thing about rap and hip hop.
Right.
And then
That was of the devil.
holy crap,
Rock and
there is
roll.
this show that
rock
is
and roll.
bridging
Yeah.
the gap between Christianity.
Well, that's
And-
that's a whole nother
Right,
can of worms
Jeff.
because there's
got
literally
it.
a group of people
Hey.
that believe that regardless of the
Lo-fi.
message, even though that we're Christ-centered and you're rapping about Christ and
Sound
you're
view.
speaking the gospel, there's a group of people out there in the world that believe that rap itself, the genre itself, the style
Mm.
is demonically influenced. So
Right.
no matter what your message is, even if it is Christ, it's tarnished because
By a worldly sound.
it's a worldly sound, which to me
What is a worldly sound?
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
For me,
a
this
drum
is
kick?
this is the gap. Like this is the gap that I have a hard time when people say stuff like that. It's like, look, the Bible tells me that God created everything. Music, like there's nothing under the sun that God didn't create.
Right.
There's nothing that you can look
Amen.
at and be like, oops, where did that one come from?
Yeah.
Like it all comes from God. So if
Yeah.
we take music and with our human intellect and our fallibility, we create these little styles of genre, it still comes from something that without God giving us the tool to create music, none of it would exist. So whether it's hip hop, rock, Celtic, ball music, whatever, polka. Like God had a hand in it, regardless whether you like it or not. You can't say that the devil owns a style or a genre or a
Facts.
sound.
Amen to
It
that.
doesn't make sense to me.
What about metal?
Yeah, even heavy metal. It's like
What
the
about
only
Christian
thing-
metal?
This is what my argument is.
Oh, wait.
Just
You
if
against
it's
Christian
not-
metal?
If it's as long as it's intelligible, like you can understand it.
Wait, do you like metal?
There is no genre I do not like.
Okay, so in metal, what is it that you enjoy about that kind of music?
The energy of it.
Okay, and do you understand what they're saying? Is it comprehensible for you? Or?
Sometimes.
So they're yelling and just like,
Because that's the only thing I don't like is that I don't understand it. But I as a musician, like I appreciate even still
the Celtic polka.
the music composition of even heavy metal.
There you
Like,
go.
Have you ever
Fire.
seen a heavy metal drummer that plays a double bass You know what I'm saying? And has like literally like 7 tom-toms and like 13 to 14 cymbals, and
Yeah.
it's just completely surrounding him.
You're just like, how do you do this without
even though it's
arms?
rock and it's not my
crazy.
style.
Yeah.
But they're like,
That's talent, bro. Yeah.
like the double drum bass.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's ridiculous, man.
you ever seen somebody play that
Dude,
and it will boggle
I can't even
your
do the
mind.
I can't even do the basic, the kick,
the one.
doom, with the hi-hat.
Now imagine
and the snare,
2
and I'm like,
basses.
I always
2
mess up.
basses, 2 hi-hats, 2 of everything, 2
It's like,
snares.
It's like rubbing your belly and tapping your head. Like that's what it feels like. Like you're
and
like, oh, man,
they
how
do
you
it
do
so
this?
expertly. So that for me, I appreciate all genres for the musicianship and stuff. But now when I think of it technically, if I don't understand it and the dudes are just like, I want to eat your soul.
Yeah. You're making fun of a genre, bro.
I'm just saying, I'm not making fun of it.
disrespecting the
I'm saying
genre.
that when I hear that and
Don't tell
I
the
don't
metal people,
understand
please.
what they're saying, that's what turns me off. I'm
Well,
like, I don't understand what he's saying.
Well, it's the
I'll
flip
even
side
say
of
it for
maybe
reggaeton.
it's the
I'm
flip
a-
side of what you were saying earlier. You know, there is no genre that can't be used to glorify God.
Yeah.
There is no genre that can't be used to turn people away from God.
Facts.
So you do have to be careful.
Yeah, facts. And I think that's the dangerous part when there's not a clear message. If it's just random words randomly and you don't even understand how they go together. And I'll even say this even for Spanish music. I'm Spanish. I can speak fluently. I understand it fluently. And even some Spanish music, I don't understand what they're saying because it's so much slang and it's just cut so much and they create words that you don't, unless you're from that island, you're not going to know what those words are. So you're just like, what? So even in the Spanish community, I'm like, it has to be intelligible. Like people need to understand you can't make up words that only you know.
Right. Okay. In that aspect, I like that. But then again, there are some people that might understand it better than we do. Like some
That's
people,
what I mean.
some
Unless
people
you're
say the
from
same
the
thing about
island.
rap. Some people say the same thing about the show, and it makes sense. It does sound like
I
there's
wish
a lot
I could
of-
watch the show, but I don't understand what y'all be saying.
All I hear is Mario groaning in the spirit. What's going on?
I mean, I'm not
groaning.
here,
What's
and there are
going
moments
on?
where I'm just like, wait.
I
what's
watch
going on?
Mario and I just
What'd he
see
say?
teeth gnashing.
What do you say? It's just Oscar the Grouch. Ah! It's just like
Just Mario flapping.
Ah! One day we're gonna do a show with just Oscar. I'm not. Is it Oscar the Grouch? No, Animal from Animal from the Muppet Babies. That's who we need as a drummer. Animal from the Muppet Babies.
So you need a furry
Oh,
dressed up as Animal
go.
hanging out in
Yes.
the corner.
In the corner.
Playing the drum.
randomly
Playing
going,
that pretty much sums up Marrio Esco Live.
That is awesome.
That
Yes.
sums it up.
If I could have production value, I would have that. Jay says some would argue that some psalms are Babylonian songs. Ooh.
Some would
Wait,
argue
say that
they're
again? Some would
not.
argue that some psalms are Babylonian songs.
Ooh. Well, I mean, if the words are
It said,
glorifying and
Josh
honoring
says
God,
many
hey.
people can't. Josh says many people can't understand hip hop and many
There you
can't
go.
understand metal.
Yep.
But you can't draw
Draw a line like that though. Very fast.
Well, I'm not drawing
Very
a
true.
line.
That's
All
true.
I'm saying is that
I agree.
if it's not intelligible to you, then it's not beneficial to you. You know, I'm saying in this comparison, I'm saying for me, like when I listen to metal, or like I said, that's why I even mentioned reggaeton and even hip hop, like rap. There's some rappers I don't, especially now in the mumble rap age. There's times that I'm like, what?
Well,
What did he say?
well, some people can't consume that much content in a short period of time. And rap is all bars, all these. That's what it's known for.
Yeah.
Fit in a bunch of content within a short period of time.
But now this is all reverting to creating Christian music. So if it's a Christian metal artist, right?
If somebody,
I would have a hard time.
you would.
I would have a hard time saying, look, if no one understands what you're saying, or if only a select few people, then you are really catering to just your niche. It's not about the message, because if it's about the message, you want everybody to hear it. You want no matter who. You want all to hear it. And that's fine. If you want to cater to a specific niche, that's completely fine. You know what I mean? But you have to also remember that your message is not going to be clear.
So
And if someone gets put onto it that doesn't follow that style, that's a missed opportunity. So as long as you're okay with that, proceed.
So Josh says,
How do you have a high quality product, like a high quality song that's really good, that's really, researched, real thought through and everything, amazing lyrics, if you're not targeting a specific
niche
demo?
right?
I mean, Christian hip hop.
Right. You see?
Facts.
So
Yeah,
there's a
you're right.
space for everything. Josh says,
Yeah, you're right.
I don't agree. I like Spanish songs and I can't tell what's being said. So there are some songs that you can enjoy that you don't understand what's being said. So Josh might be doing some salsa to a completely blasphemous song. No,
Suavemente.
Besame. Do you dance to Spanish at all? No, you wouldn't. It wouldn't be a reason for you to, unless you have. Have you?
I love dancing.
Yeah, Spanish salsa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not really good at it. I haven't practiced in a long time, but
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dope. All right.
Have you taken lessons
musical theater.
or you kind of just picked it up?
Wow.
Little both.
Little both. Oh, that's cool. You took lessons. I'm not, man. I took salsa lessons, and I gotta say that's one of the most humbling things.
You know what's
And I'm gonna say humbling because you, as a as a Spanish person, you go into a salsa class like, man, I'm Spanish. This is in my blood, son.
I got it. Yeah.
I got this. But then you go in there and
And
you
you're like,
see
hold
all
on.
types of races killing
killing
it.
it?
White,
Oh.
Indian, black. You doesn't matter.
And they just
And you
know
over
it
here like,
flawlessly.
man, I'm Spanish, so this is automatically in me, and I'm gonna kill this. And they're like, all right,
And
do a
they're
3-point
killing
turn
it.
to the back step, to the left step, to the right,
Oh.
go to the front, do the shake.
Oh,
And you're like,
whoa,
ooh,
whoa.
what?
What
and
is the shake?
And I'm like, what is happening right now?
What is the
My mama
sha-sha-shay?
didn't show me the shake.
Yo,
I'm like,
yeah, because she was
my
playing
hips
that,
gotta be
she,
in it.
She was playing that praise music. That's why.
Exactly.
There was no sha-sha.
Oh, but don't get it twisted. My mom was a
You know?
professional dancer back in the day, so she can get it.
Oh,
She can get it. She got the
is
moves.
That why it's in the Vargas blood, bro?
She can get it, bro. She's just like, God save me from
Shout
that
out to
dancing,
Dave. Shout out to your brother, man.
That satanic
The
dancing.
salsa king, man.
Oh, yeah,
Shout
my
out to your
brother.
brother Dave.
If you're looking for some lessons,
There you go.
check out Salsa Dave or Bachata Dave.
Bachata
Vargas.
Dave, is that what they call him?
Yeah, they call him Bachata
Oh, you just
Dave.
made it up right now,
I just
Bachata
made it
Dave.
up right now. But he does have Bachata with Dave
Yeah.
classes in
That's
this
dope.
area, Worcester, Mass area.
It's good for, you know what?
It's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great exercise.
Yep.
It is. I had a blast.
You meet good
if I didn't
quality
live an hour
people too.
away,
Oh, yeah.
I would. Me and my wife would have loved to take the class because it's fun. If anybody knows out there of a Spanish like salsa class in your area, check it out. Even if it's just one class, it's mad fun. You sweat like crazy, and if you're Spanish, you kind of get like almost like introduced to your culture because they don't just be like, oh, take your partner and you're gonna move like this. Like they break down the beat pattern and why it exists and
Yeah.
why the Spanish music is played that way. And you're like, what? Like I learned stuff about salsa music that I didn't even know. And I've been listening to it since I was a kid.
Yeah, and if you've got someone that you're with, someone you're dating, you're married, or whatever,
Exactly.
it's fantastic to do
Exactly.
So
together.
fun.
It's so
That's
much
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
And if you're single, everyone you meet there is really fit.
Yeah. Oh, look at wow. I think he's dropping gems here. Hold on.
Well, no, it's a physical activity. The kind of people that you're
Well,
going
I
to meet are
would
people
say-
who are interested in
If you're
being
courting,
healthy.
If you're single, it's a good place to mingle, I guess. No, but it's true.
no,
yeah.
but what I would say though, it is if you're looking for something kind of like a cool idea, like something different, because usually when you're courting somebody and you're thinking of an idea for a date, it's always the same. Oh,
Would you
I'ma
allow
take
that?
her bowling?
Would you allow that as like a thought? Let's say, like,
Yeah, like a salsa class,
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
a cool icebreaker.
okay.
It makes you step out
So
of your
as a
comfort
dad,
zone.
as a father, someone comes, I want to court your daughter.
yeah,
I'm
salsa,
gonna take a salsa
bachata.
dancing.
I would be like, that's a
Oh,
hard
it
pass.
depends on the.
That's a hard pass because bachata.
Why?
If you seen
Why?
bachata,
What's
it can get
But-
real steamy.
But what if it's like, all right,
I'll
this
be
is
like,
the clean
nope.
version bachata?
You ain't gonna miss me with the bachata moves.
You-
I know all about the
how
bachata.
would Abuelita feel about that?
I would. What do you
About
mean?
salsa?
My mom would be like, "Es el diablo." Well,
She'd be
it
like,
depends.
Camila is
I guess
not
it depends because
doing
if
that.
she was like really young, my mom might be like, "Oh, that's cute."
Yeah,
But,
oh,
you know,
yeah.
because when
I'm
you're
talking courting though. I'm talking like courting. Like somebody is trying to get to know your daughter, and one of the things they want to do is, I want to take your daughter to these.
I
salsa
would
day
have to inspect
lessons.
the instructor. I would have to
For-
inspect the instructor.
for a
If it's
nice,
my brother, I'll be
loving-
like, "Go ahead," because I know my brother's
What
gonna
would
be
you
like,
think? What would you say? Look at Jeff. Jeff is
"No
sitting there
body
like-
rolls."
Jeff is
no,
already reaching for the hip. Like he's like Jeff is like, I'm not playing around. There's no get out of here. You better.
I
No
don't know.
salsa
So how
dancing
would
around here.
would you be opposed to your daughter dancing salsa with a date? like their first date.
Their first date. Wow, that's
Yeah.
man. Why
If the guy's daring enough to ask her out to a salsa class for a first date, I'd probably be okay with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Why not?
Wow. You respect.
Dude,
Well, it's
first of
dancing.
all,
There's a very restricted form
What
of
about, like-
contact between the two, and like
Yeah.
you said, it's courting.
the
You're
really
having to
up
interact
close,
with each other.
The really
you
up
have
close
to be
moves and all
respectful
that,
of your partner.
That's like mad advanced. So if he was like, I never danced in my life and I want to do this class, like, you know, I think it would be dope. I'll be like, oh my goodness, this is gonna be hilarious.
you would do it just to watch.
Yeah, because he's not gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I first started, and I'm Spanish, and I thought I had some kind of salsa
Swag.
background. Like, you know, my mom told me
I
some
got
1-2
swag.
steps.
I got this.
I got this. And when I
Yeah.
took the class, I
wear
felt like
heelys.
I was walking for the first time. I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do.
You
I was
tripped
like,
over yourself. You were
I was
like, you
what
started
is-
doing a robot.
For
You
real,
were
I'm like,
whoa.
you know what? This is a salsa class, but I'm gonna kill it back here with this robot right
He was
here.
just the only guy random in the back of the whole class, just like to this.
Even it's just like
he's just doing the robot.
and my partner's looking at me like that's not even how it goes. When did he teach that?
Oh my!
You're not even paying
goodness.
attention,
You're
stupid.
not even paying attention, stupid. Oh man! All right, cool,
Listen.
man. Hey, and
But it is a dope icebreaker. I would say anybody, even if you're terrible, because she's gonna laugh,
Yeah.
you're gonna laugh.
You're gonna
it's
have
gonna
fun.
completely kill the
Yeah.
awkwardness. It would be dope. And if you're a husband and wife, I would recommend it.
Sammy, you want to do that?
A salsa class.
salsa
Tell me
class?
that wouldn't be dope.
Yeah, you want to do that?
It would be dope.
Wow, there it is,
It's
ladies
fun,
and gentlemen.
man.
Now I gotta follow up.
if
on the
they
next
do
episode.
it, you guys gonna get a Marrio Esco.
Oh,
exclusive.
see, I knew it. Why would I do that on the show?
Yes. Yeah.
Why would you ask her on the show?
Ah, yeah.
So
If you don't want us to
Sam,
know
you
on the
gotta make
show.
sure you
Salsa
record it
dancing.
and send me the film.
here we go.
Yes.
Then look at he's getting
I
a
pray on
customer
it.
for his brother right now. That's what he's doing. I'll
Of
pray
course.
on it.
I'll
I'll
on
pray.
it.
Yeah, you are praying on it. This guy.
Speak it and receive it.
Hey, David. He's texting him now. David,
David, I got you
now
a
it's
customer.
time. Lock him in.
If you're watching,
We get the
working.
special discount, family
I'm working for
discount.
you,
or
bro.
what? What do we? We get the family discount or what? Or no?
Oh, I'm sure we can work something
yeah,
out.
I'm sure.
Definitely. We're making this
Bro,
happen.
there's got to be a Marrio Esco live
Oh,
discount.
there's definitely gonna be
Yeah,
course.
50%.
at least.
Yeah, at least 50%.
I can't really negotiate
You
on my
can't.
brother's behalf, but I'm gonna continue to say yeah.
Oh,
Of course.
man. Dope. Hey, listen, we're coming up to an hour and a half.
What?
Yeah,
It's
man.
2 minutes to almost done.
We're coming up to an hour and a half.
That's
yeah, but
crazy.
I like to just give a shout out. Last week, for those that 2 weeks ago, we give a quick contest for the best
yeah.
caption. And a lot of you participated. I thank you for that. We announced the winner. And it was pretty encouraging.
Super
I just want to
encouraging.
share this, man. It's really encouraging. Here I am, like, all right, cool. Where's the address? Cool. Announcing the winner and everything. And young man lives in Chile.
Yeah.
Young man.
So all
lives in
future
Chile. So we'll be sending Marrio Esco Live shirts, gear to Chile.
So all future contests will now
That's
include
fine,
a
man.
small shipping fee if you live anywhere outside of the US. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, it was fire, man. Very encouraging. No, not at all, man.
Like you won.
Yo,
Pay $5.95 so we can ship it to you.
it was
Congratulations.
really encouraging to build with people from all different parts of the world, from Ireland.
That's
I think
crazy.
our Ireland friend came up in here too. I think earlier I seen a comment from him. But anyway, like people from just all different parts, and we're encouraged by that.
Very
And
encouraging.
we're also praying on how to, continue to expand the show and continue
Yeah.
to serve in different ways. I know we mention it a lot, but it's true. We live with this every week.
Yeah.
Like throughout the week, me and Gil are talking constantly, talking about, and learning along the way too, not just about the direction of the show and stuff like that, but also just learning about ministry, learning about God, learning about how to honor Him in our lives personally, growing in our understanding on a more personal level as we read and study and stuff like that. But you go through a phase when you first become a believer where it's just consume as much information as possible, doctrines and history and church history and all that. And then you come to an age where it's not it's not as like you want to learn, you want to continue to learn, but now you have more responsibilities, you know, we, especially if you're young in the faith, you know, and then you're growing your family and they're growing and you have all these questions and all these things. So we're learning. It's a learning process, not only with the podcast, but even in us as independent creatives and just Christians, you know, so
it never stops.
We're not experts. Exactly. We're not experts at this. Like, we don't have this fully figured out. Nah. So keep us lifted. I know it looks good. Like, a lot of people tell me it looks great. It's very professional. Oh man, you guys are doing it. And the image might make it appear to be as though we got this completely figured out 100%. Far from it. We are learning so much along the way.
We're peppies.
Yeah. So keep us lifted. Keep us prayed up. And it's very encouraging to know that you guys are jumping in and listening to us wherever you guys are at, through your headphones, you know, on your daily commute, while you're on the job in your headphones, doing work and stuff. I don't take it for granted at all, your time. If anything, I like making you guys laugh. I like having fun. I like building. And if there's anything else that we can do to continue to serve in better ways, please let us know. We want to actually serve. Like, we will actually want to expand this. Whatever you guys think is cool, like, we'll try to implement those ideas as well. So help us try to figure this out.
We have another contest coming up. We're working on it. We're going to be sharing the details soon. Hopefully by next episode, we'll have all the details and how you guys can participate. But it's definitely be something that we need y'all to participate in. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be dope. We're super excited about it. And I can't wait for next week, man, so you guys can see what we're working on.
Facts. And Jeff, it was an honor to have you here. You're more than welcome anytime, my brother.
It was a blast to be here.
Yeah, it was fun, man. And I'm looking forward to the next time you come through. So don't forget civilian101.com. Go check that out as well. And until next week, grace and peace. We love y'all. Take care. You guys want to say anything?
Love y'all,
Jeff,
man.
You want to close out?
Thank
say
you guys
anything?
for rocking with us.
Subscribe to the podcast.
There you go.
Yes.
All right. Word.
One more time. Subscribe right now. Right now.
Hit that alert button. Hit that bell. Whatever it is. I don't know.
Actually, I think it's over there.
It's somewhere.
It's over there.
One of these sides.
It's over there.
We love y'all. Grace and peace.
Subscribe.
If you're listening on the podcast, be sure to check out my Facebook music page, Marrio Esco 1. Again, 2 R's in my name, the number 1 at the end, Marrio Esco 1. Be sure to like and follow that page because I like to give updates on who I'll be interviewing and leave a description on what we'll be talking about. And I also like the real-time one-on-one back and forth interaction. If you don't have the time to join us on Facebook Live, be sure to check out my podcast. It's called Marrio Esco Live, 2 R's in my name. Again, you'll see the white silhouette of myself with the cross underneath. Be sure to subscribe to that and follow the link as well to whatever podcast you're using or however you're receiving the podcast, and leave us a review. We love to hear feedback. You can also hit me up at music@marrioesco.com and just hit me up with some feedback and ways that we can improve the show or the things that you like and enjoy. Any type of feedback will be highly appreciated. Grace and peace.